100,000 steps in 10 days. 100,000 steps in 10 days. Let me say that again. 100,000. Stop right there. Most people would look at 100,000 and say, oh my God, that number is massive. Like, you're crazy. But, that 100,000, though, is measurable. Once again, this is part of goal setting. Measurable, realistic. And it's measurable against time. And in this case, it's 10 days. It's 10 days. I didn't have to say 100,000, but I said 100,000 because it's a nice whole number with a lot of zeros next to it. And then you have 10. Just 10 days. 5, 5, 10. All I'm asking is 10 days. That's it. That's it. If you can now break that 100,000 divide by 10 is 10,000 every day. If you can just give me, not me, yourself, 10 honest days of walking 10,000 steps. I'm not asking every day. Just 10 days. Just stick to 10 days. It doesn't matter what shape you are, size you are, how old you are. Anyone can do this. Anyone. Most people. And use this period as a benchmark for the rest of the year. Because I tell you what, this is more than just about 100,000 and achieving that 100,000. This is more about 100,000 steps in 10 days. This is more than just that tunnel vision, that number that I just gave you. Look at how quickly we are just so tunnel vision into conquering 100,000 steps. Now we're stressed. Some of us will look at that number and either start stressing out like, oh my God, how the heck am I going to do that? Especially if you're not used to moving. If you don't like moving and exercising and walking and being out in nature, I think that's a you problem, not us, not we, because most people do like it. Because the question is, what are you going to do about it, right? How do you put that into action is by having the right mindset. And so you break that down into 10 days and something beautiful is going to happen. And this is how I discovered my love for walking back in 2020 when I can't say the word, but when the lockdown happened, right? The bug, I don't even know why Ovid is censored. Free speech, man. Go figure. But I remember when the lockdown happened, I increased my number of steps because I was working from home. And then I realized that I was craving this walking. I absolutely loved it. Like in the day, in the night, I was walking like 3 times a day. I was clearing about 17, 18, 20 something thousand steps almost every day. And I didn't even feel anything. Meaning I wasn't tired, I wasn't spent, I wasn't exhausted. Mind you, I was also weightlifting, training, and I'm still doing everything the same today. Maybe not walking as many steps, but I began to love walking, right? And so flipping back to today, 2024, if you want to get in the best shape of your life and get control of your time management, project management, knocking out your tasks and goals, I seriously encourage you to goal setting. To do this level of goal setting is 10 days, 100,000 steps. Track it every day. Have a watch, Apple Watch, right? Track yourself every day. Time yourself. And it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to finish 10,000 steps and how the distance. The goal here is to keep yourself honest and show up consistently for yourself every day for 10 days. You know what the beautiful part here is going to be? The beautiful part here is going to be is that you are going to develop a habit that it's going to be hard for you to quit after 10 days. Seriously, folks, after 10 days, you are going to be a different person. You're going to feel refreshed, alive, one with nature. You're going to start noticing the birds, the flowers. You're going to start observing people. Your biology, your internal being, just your spirit is going to be wide awake. It's going to be alive. And you think about it, right? I can't preach this enough. There's so much joy behind this, is that your blood flow, your circulation is up. Your digestion improves. Your brain fog improves. Your anxiety almost starts disappearing, right? And this is medicinal in every sense that a doctor won't tell you to do this. You know, when you go to your doctor's visits, very rarely do they talk about health at this level. Very rarely do they preach about wellness at this level. You know, to an extent, They're paid to keep you on prescribed medication, frankly. So if it ain't broke, why fix it? So now you start thinking for yourself independently and breaking this down further, breaking the 10,000 steps down from that 100,000. Now doing analysis on yourself, right? With yourself. Having that talk with yourself is that this is therapeutic. This guy is not crazy. He actually makes sense. And I know I do because I'm reaping the benefits, folks. I am 49 years old, okay? That's not a spring chicken. But I have zero joint pain. I talk about this religiously. I don't really take any joint supplements. Glucosamine if I force myself, but I don't really have any pressing joint problems. I have a martial arts background. I dance and I hang with the youngins in their 20s, dance battles. Um, these days, I tend to tone it down as only because I like to watch more than partake. That's wisdom. And also, I learn by just observing a whole lot more. But even this energy that you're seeing on screen is not fabricated. You can't fabricate this energy. You can't just feel this and talk both sides, like just from the both sides of your mouth. This is pure passion for what I love to do. And so the best part about this is that the best part about this is there's pure joy in all of this. You, I guarantee you, you finish 10 days. Let's just say you clock in 100,000 steps. I bet you won't stop at 10 days. You are going to want to keep going. And this is, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is how you create a habit that you learn to love, because the rewards far outweigh the risk, the pain, and you'll be surprised and you're going to thank me and yourself that I am so blessed to be able to do this. This is walking, mobility, agility is freedom. Once you tap into this lifestyle, folks, your health, right, is going to take a big jump. It's going to massively improve. Your numbers are going to improve. Your blood readings are going to improve. And you know what? The best part about all of this is that the quality of life improves as soon as you dial into this kind of a habit and trickles down into every other aspect of your life. You get your health in order. You get your steps. You get your sleep hygiene in order. It's going to make you question some of your other habits in your life, such as nutrition, right? This exercise right here, the simple act of walking 10,000 steps every day, will make you question your nutrition. You will re-examine your food choices, your alcohol consumption. How many of us are having issues with alcohol consumption? I come from that background, heavy drinking, alcoholism, abuse, right? I was there, and as a byproduct, I paid for that with my health, sleep. I was getting sick more, and just, my blood was just, I could never detox off alcohol because it was always there. I was drinking so much. Walking is one of those things that broke me out of a lot of my bad habits, folks. So this is almost like a follow-up video to goal setting that I just did. So 10 days, 100,000 steps. Don't look at the big number. Break it down. Learn to break that big number down psychologically in your head. This is how you fight obstacles, by breaking down those big goals, targets, right? Those moving targets, adjustable. No one said you have to conquer all of this in one day. Rather, create habits and boundaries that force you to think in increments. How do you get to 100,000? Do I do 20,000 today and nothing tomorrow? Do I do 5,000 today and 15,000 next day? You get the point, right? So do not be intimidated by the numbers. Remember, this is an exercise. If I were you, I would seize it, apply it to your personal life, and then reevaluate yourself in 10 days to see what you would like to do now that you're there. Picture yourself there, accomplished, done. What would you like to do next? On to the next one. Mamba out.